Hello, welcome to Trust Your Glitter. This is Christy Belich, and it's Friday, the 29th of September, and I'm currently doing a daily podcast. It started out as a daily live stream, and then life became, as I'm doing something called the Artist's Way, I'm just following my intuition. So everything I'm doing media-wise shifts according to intuition. And today I am pulling cards. I have, let's see how many I have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards out. And these are a series of cards found in notebooks that I think are little gems left along the way for readings. And this is a full reading. I put this in a pouch in a notebook as a reminder reading. So sometimes I put reminder readings as full tarot card spreads. They're full spreads here. And I took it out of the notebook that I had it saved in, and now I'm going to read it. So these are 8 cards. These are from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot card deck, and the way I have them stacked is 4 and 4. So 4 on top, 4 on bottom. First card out, 3 of Wands, into the Hanged Unicorn, into the King of Pentacles, into Temperance, then Judgment, then the Tower, then the King of Cups. Lots of masculine cards here. And the 2 of Pentacles. So sitting with this reading, I haven't probably looked at this reading in a good 4 months. Well, I'll say in a span of like 4 to 5 months. So as I revisit this, knowing that afterwards we've all gone through a Venus retrograde, this reading's definitely before the retrograde. We've gone through a Mercury retrograde. All of the planets, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, are all in retrograde right now. So is Chiron, the asteroid of the wounded healer. We just faced some oppositions with Chiron, and we're also going to be facing some sort of really direct, fated energy in the upcoming weeks. So knowing that, and looking at these cards now, I'm going to look at the elements of the cards to kind of get a deeper sense. So I'm looking at, there's Wands, the Hanged Unicorn. You know, you could look at this through many elements. In this particular case, I kind of see this as a Pisces energy, just because of the nature of the card. I generally always read it as the Jesus card, and I see sort of the Jesus energy as Pisces. So whenever I read it personally, I read the Hanged Man, the Hanged Unicorn as Pisces. That's just how I read this card if I'm looking at it for elements. So I see it as the element of water, but it's one of those cards that is very personal how I read it. King of Pentacles is Earth. Temperance, I read this as earth and water because it's a mixture. However, there's air, and because it's a major arcana, we have the elements generally all represented. I generally read this as Archangel Gabriel or Archangel Michael, but usually I say Gabriel, who's linked to air. But the nature of the Temperance card is 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So there's this cognitive download, but it takes time and patience for it to transpire on land, and the movement between earth and water, or the divine masculine and feminine, is supported. I think it's interesting we're going from 3 of Wands, which is seeing your ships coming in. I think this is saying from April. The Hanged Unicorn is saying you've got to go through this process of feeling stuck in limbo. The King of Pentacles is saying we've got to get through, some seasonal changes. If it's literal, I would say this is getting through Virgo season. And the Temperance card and the Hanged Unicorn have the same sort of message of patience and feeling like, yes, there's malleability, but how do you find the malleability when you're stuck in place? So these are the top cards. I'm viewing this as the past. So if I go underneath, we have Judgment, the Tower, the King of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Judgment related to water, because this is the card of Scorpio for the major arcana. The Tower, you can view this in many ways. I view this as the planet Uranus, chaos. And when I see this, I'm like, well, where is Uranus? Uranus is in retrograde in the sign of Taurus and is aspecting, we're going to have aspects with Venus, and then we're on the smidge. Like, we are not in Scorpio season. We are right in the heart of Libra season. But Libra season this year is giving us a lot of ability to weigh a situation out that maybe had been stuck. And I've gone over my 5 minutes, but I wanna conclude this reading. King of Cups, I think between Libra season and Scorpio season this year, the Tower moment, because there's a lot of weighing options, with the Two of Pentacles being the final card and the Temperance card being about weighing and balancing, checking and balancing, and the Tower being literally Jack and Jill falling down that hill. The crown is falling down. I think that this is something where there are certain events in our life where we have to really sit back and really watch the towers fall around us that maybe affected our lives, but were out of our control in any situation, whether it's like a power dynamic with Judgment. This is Scorpio. It's about power. It's about that divine lesson of taking back our power in a way that we never thought we could before. And I say this overall when I'm looking at the reading, the predominant themes are water and earth. There is some fire here, but even though as I record this under the full moon fire energy, and we're going to have this for the next 24 plus hours, I think what we're finding here in this reading is this is a long term. I think this is through December. I think that Two of Pentacles is achieved by saying, in 2023, I gained the strength, I gained the wisdom, I resurrected, Judgment card, I evolved, I rose like the phoenix. And with the two kings, King of Pentacles and King of Cups, and in between them is that Temperance card, ultimately they're exchanging elements between the two of them. The King of Cups is saying, well, here's compassion and water. King of Pentacles is saying, here's stability and growth. And even though this whole reading feels extremely masculine, I think it's like the ideal form and healed form of the divine masculine energy. And it feels like making moves behind the scenes. So all in all, when I look at this reading, yes, there's a fallout, and I think it's from like media, something related to like a media event where everybody knows about it that really, really highlights a situation. And all I can say is that we're gaining truth here. Now, this can also be like separating yourself from a divine masculine energy, whether it's you listening and saying, hey, well, in this situation, like if this were a twin flame reading, for example, it's like two divine masculines, equal power, money, resources, assets. So if this is for like two divine masculines who are considering separation, this is your sort of answer to say yes. Like there's contracts involved here. This could be divorces. The Sacred Feminine reading I actually have, and I will do that tomorrow. I have 3 cards, and that will be for the 30th. So this is the divine masculine energy, but where I see the Sacred Feminine here is in the gifts of your emotional control. And I hope everybody has a great day. This reading was a little bit longer than I expected, and I really am experimenting here. So just let me know in the comments or send me messages what helps, what, I'm learning and flowing as I go. I really want to keep these extremely short because my experiment is, can I do everything on the phone through editing apps? So I try and keep these readings really short, but today this information just flowed like water. I'm such a freaking dork. Okay, have a great day. Take care. Enjoy the full moon energy.